Hello, everybody. It's Tom and Jerry Fan 64 here, and again, I apologize for the noise in the background if the wind is blowing. I don't know what's going on, but it's now time to do part two, the final part of my entire Paramount DVD and Blu-ray collection. This may or may not be the final part. Where we last left off in part one, which we showed the SpongeBob movie, Sponge Out of Water. Now let's continue. This DVD I got on I believe the day before December 25th, a couple days before Christmas. This one's a pretty underrated Will Ferrell movie. Unfortunately, there's a hole in the case, but oh well. And I also got Daddy's Home 2, which was even better than the first. I can't wait for Daddy's Home 3. Daddy's Home 3 I hope comes out. This one's a DreamWorks movie, but it's distributed by Paramount, so I'm going to be counting this one in. I still haven't watched this movie, even though I've had this DVD for a couple years or so. I was originally planning on getting rid of this movie, but I decided to keep it because it has Robert Downey Jr. in it. This is the 2004 remake of The Stepford Wives, purchased from Blockbuster on May 2nd, 2005. I was just, sorry about that, guys. I was just checking to see if I was missing any Paramount DVDs. It turns out I'm not. This one I do hope to get the VHS of. I hope to get the original version of The Stepford Wives sometime. This DVD came brand new factory sealed when I got it THX certified. This is a 1999 DVD, but this is a reprint from 2006. I used to have two copies of this movie on VHS, but I got rid of them both. I hope to get a VHS copy back in the collection. These next two are probably some of my favorite Paramount movies. There Will Be Blood. This movie I have watched. This is a great movie. Purchased from Blockbuster on April 8th, 2008. I forgot to mention something when I mentioned the SpongeBob movies. I do hope to get the SpongeBob movie, Sponge on the Run, sometime. If you didn't hear it, the Blockbuster sticker, the Blockbuster date is from April 8th, 2008. This is a Paramount Vantage movie, of course, by Miramax. This is one of two Paramount Vantage movies I have that is co-produced by Miramax. The other one I have is No Country for Old Men, which I will show when I show my Buena Vista DVD collection. Here's another great movie from Paramount. This one's The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Purchased from Blockbuster on July 5th, 2009, so that was 10 days before my 8th birthday. This is a Paramount and Warner Brothers movie. This is one of two David Fincher movies I have. The other one I have is Panic Room, which I'll show when I show my Sony DVD and Blu-ray collection and 4K collection, and what have you. Purchased from Blockbuster on January 3rd, 2010. This is the 2009 remake, the J.J. Abrams version of Star Trek. I did used to have Star Trek Into Darkness on DVD, but it had a hole in the case, so I got rid of it. I do hope to get Star Trek Into Darkness back in the collection. I do hope to get Star Trek Beyond on DVD as well. This is the only Star Trek film in the series to be released by Spyglass Entertainment. I heard that Spyglass Entertainment got renamed to Spyglass Media Group. Spyglass Media Group is going to be reuniting with Paramount for the new Scream 5. Purchased from Blockbuster on May 6, 2020. This DVD I got from the very last Blockbuster. I know a lot of people hated this movie. I thought this was a guilty pleasure. This is the only Paramount Players movie I have. I used to have Dora and the Lost City of Gold, but I gave it to my friend Darcy before she passed away, sadly. Rest in peace. This DVD I got from a friend of mine. Huge shout out goes to them. This one a lot of people hated. I considered it a guilty pleasure. A Quiet Place. I do hope to get A Quiet Place Part 2 on DVD sometime. This one I put in a Blockbuster case. It wasn't a former rental from Blockbuster. I got this DVD for Christmas of 2019. Nacho Libre. This one is a former rental from Blockbuster, but there's no Blockbuster date. I do hope this movie gets a sequel sometime in the future. Next one's a 3-film collection DVD. I do hope to get Lemony Snicket's The Series of Unfortunate Events on VHS sometime. There's disc 1 with Lemony Snicket's The Series of Unfortunate Events, disc 2 with the Spiderwick Chronicles, and disc 3 with Hugo. I've seen all 3 of those movies. Hugo is probably my favorite. This DVD I replaced a case too. I'm not a fan of this movie. I used to like this movie back when I first watched this, but now the more I think about it, I'm starting to really dislike this movie. But this movie I'll still keep for the collection. I used to have Terminator Salvation, but the disc was horribly scratched. I do have Terminator 3 on DVD, which I'll show when I show my Warner Brothers DVD and Blu-ray collection. And I do also have the first Terminator movie on VHS, and I have the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray of Terminator 2, which I showed in my Lionsgate VHS DVD and Blu-ray and 4K collection. This one came brand new factory sealed when I got it. I hope to get this movie on VHS. It did have the tabs on it, which I broke off. Unfortunately, I do not have Godfather Part 3. And we all know, unfortunately, that Marlon Brando passed away. This is a 2004 DVD, but it is a reprint from 2006. And speaking of which, I got the Godfather Part 2, which also came brand new factory sealed when I got it. I do hope to get the Godfather Part 3 sometime. This movie split on 2 parts because it's a 200-minute movie. It's a long movie. This one I replaced the case to. This is a 2018 reprint, but it still has the original 2009 DVD release. That's the Those Aren't Pillows edition. These next 4 DVDs are 2000 DVDs. If you guys haven't seen this movie, I recommend it. I'm going to do this quick. 2000 DVD. I did recently watch Airplane. It's a classic. This. And ignore the noise in the background. That was just my watch. This probably will be... I'm probably going to have to make a part 3. I also got Naked Gun 33 and the third, The Final Insult. We'll have to see if I have to make a part 3. This is the director's cut DVD release of Beowulf. I haven't seen this movie yet. Purchased from Blockbuster on February 26, 2008. This DVD I got for $2.99 at Goodwill, where I live. We have 2 more DVDs left. Here's disc 1 with Hercules, which I used to have the Blu-ray Steelbook of that one, but I got rid of it. Here's disc 2 with Pain and Gain, and disc 3 of G.I. Joe Retaliation. I heard G.I. Joe Retaliation's awful, but I will keep it. Speaking of Pain and Gain, I got the last DVD I got. This is the Mark Wahlberg 5-film collection. This DVD I got a week ago. It includes Pain and Gain, which I already have, but I will keep both copies. The Gambler, the Fighter, Shooter, and the Italian Job. This is in a really thick casing. Here's disc 1 with Pain and Gain. Whoops, sorry. Disc 2 with the Gambler. Disc 3 with Shooter. Disc 4 with the Fighter, and disc 5 with the Italian Job. I'm gonna try to show these Blu-rays very quickly. This is the only Mission Impossible movie I have right now. Here's disc 1 with the film on Blu-ray, and disc 2 with the bonus features. Did have the DVD, but I threw it out by mistake. Oh well. This is a 1946 movie. If you guys haven't seen It's a Wonderful Life, I highly recommend it. Here's disc 1 with the colorized version, and disc 2 with the black and white version and special features. The case is not in the very best of condition, but oh well. This also comes with a comic book, which I'm not going to show. Turns out I'm not going to have to split this into 3 parts. Here's the Blu-ray and the DVD. This next one has no artwork, but it is Instant Family with Mark Wahlberg. I do have the first XXX movie on Blu-ray and VHS, which is by Columbia Pictures, while this one's by Paramount this time. Here's the Blu-ray and the DVD. I used to think this one, I think, is a little bit more better than the original. Here's the Blu-ray and DVD, and here's the last Paramount Blu-ray I have. Purchased from Blockbuster on April 5th, 2020. Yes, I did get this from the very last Blockbuster. So anyways, that is it for my entire Paramount DVD and Blu-ray collection, in which I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you're generous enough, please consider leaving a like on this video and subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye everybody, adios.